That's Wayne on it. Sitting here with Mike Jeff, with Trey Lorenz as always, and you are listening to the Washed Chronicles.
Yes, sir. What's up, man?
What's up, bro? Why you was laughing?
I didn't know if you was actually going to change.
I told you I'm going with Mike Jeff, bro.
Change the studio name.
I'm going with Mike Jeff, dog.
What? How'd you settle on Mike Jeff?
I don't know, bro. I just woke up one day and decided I wanted to call myself Mike Jeff, bro. I just wanted something short, simple. You know what I'm saying?
Do you want to go with what was your Wu-Tang name generator name?
What was that? The misunderstood
artist?
Artist or some shit like that? Bro? Misunderstood commander or something, bro.
Yours all better than mine.
I mean, I am a little misunderstood, but I don't want to be out here calling myself the misunderstood.
I feel like people have a pretty good read on you.
No, man.
I feel like they have a pretty good read on you.
They think they understand, but they don't understand. You know?
I think they have a pretty good read on you.
Oh, man, I'm so complicated, bro. I'm like a Rubik's Cube. Very misunderstood.
All right. All right. Let's see how we start this episode off.
Hey, with the intro, with the new beat, man, I get so into it. I really be wanting to freestyle, and then I remember I can't rap.
Well, you better figure something out because we said for the 100th episode.
Did we say that?
Yeah, we did actually. Was it 100th episode or 100th like follower?
I don't know, but
I feel like 100 episodes sounds better to give us more time to prepare.
I'm gonna have to get on my Drake shit. Get some ghostwriters.
See, you could.
What?
You really on one today?
Hey, I feel good, man. It's Tuesday.
Tuesday's always
the best day of the week, you know.
It really is.
I'm doing my payment request tonight. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it's the last time I'm gonna be getting the extra $600. I hope not. I hope it's one more time.
I need one more time.
I need at least one more.
I need at least
one more to really just, you know what I'm saying.
All right, man. So what's going on since the last time? Since the last time they heard from us? Back when we
nothing really. Other than I've been thinking about a tweet that I saw.
Oh, that's always a good place to start.
Twitter. And it just got me to wondering. So this person says that they've been advocating for marriage contracts to be 5 years long, ending the marriage if the contract isn't renewed willingly by both parties at the end of the term.
Dog, you know how much I would love that? I could become a max contract player.
Like legit. Like.
As much as I love sports analogies, if I can say, I'm a max contract, imagine the fun we could have with that on the podcast.
Bro, like, I can't imagine being like, I don't know if I want to, like, renew my wife's contract or if I just want to franchise it for you. Like, I don't know what's going on.
Bro,
we coming to the table, she like, I do this, and that, and I'm like, yeah, but you could be doing this, and this. So I would just franchise.
Can you imagine, like, so that's a great starting point. What does, so you know how people that be on that contract year to perform?
Yeah.
What does a contract year look like for a married couple? Do you like clean up around the house a little more often because it's a contract year?
Yeah, it depends on whatever your partner is lacking in, and then they do that exceptionally
over an abundance.
Like if they don't clean, for instance, this year they're cleaning everything now.
Okay.
You don't have to clean shit. You ain't got to lift a sponge at all.
And I'm saying if you don't cook, they learn to start doing.
They just all of a sudden they eat Chef Boyardee in that hoe.
If that'd be I would love that.
But at the same time, you could fall for that, and it's like, all right, you sign that extension.
That's great.
You sign that extension, and then they stop doing all that shit.
Not only do I want that to happen, I want press conferences announcing the contract. I want you to have a press conference where you announce, we renewed the contract for my wife, 5 years, X amount of money.
My question is, all right, you're getting that fourth year, like 6 months, right? What happens if a pregnancy comes along?
Automatic renewal.
Automatic renewal.
That's like Super Bowl truth. That's like Falls MVP. Automatic renewal. Can we do 4 years with 5th year's player option?
With the player option.
So after 4 years of marriage, that 5th year, it's up to you. You can either stay in this marriage, or you can opt out. If
you can opt out.
If the player opts out,
get you a good opt out.
If the player opts out, no alimony. If the player opts out, right? Now if it's the team opts out, I gotta pay alimony.
Okay. Okay.
Both parties have to sign right after the tweet.
Yeah, both parties have to agree to what's going on.
If one person wants to opt out, that person can no longer claim alimony. Just like in real life, if a player opts out of his contract, that previous team can't pay you no more.
So let me ask you this. Would you be okay with just a 5-year term? Like, is that
5 years definitely good. It's a
5 years
that's
is a good
that's
number?
good. Yeah,
So what I'm wondering is there a way where somebody could get that 10 year, that Pat Mahomes? Somebody get that Pat Mahomes, that Patty.
Not off the rookie deal.
Not
Not off the first deal. You can get the 10-year contract after you done, been with them for 5 years, maybe re-up one time, and after that, you're an established player. You get that Kobe contract. You get that Kobe contract, 10 years guaranteed money.
And I like your idea of the press conference because I'm thinking about, all right, when somebody doesn't renew. Right? One of them wanted to be renewed, but the other one didn't. So now they at the press conference like, tried to go out there every day and perform at a high level.
I felt like I did what I did everything was asked from me, and fortunately we couldn't come to an agreement.
We couldn't come to an agreement. So for now, I just got to look on, try to be better every day.
And then you ask the other party. So what happened?
Sometimes things don't work out.
We appreciate everything they did for us.
Yeah,
we always leave the key under the mat for them.
But at the end of the day, got to do what's best for us.
And we're doing what's best for the team.
We're just taking it one day at a time now.
And we're going to go into some colleges and start recruiting new talent.
Bro,
how would that
imagine?
If you have a contract and you going into your 5 years and the player's not doing particularly well, if one of the parties starts looking at other people,
looking at other options,
is that like when a team drafts somebody else at your position?
You can't have a backup, bro. If y'all hold up contract, can you have a backup? You can't have a backup, bro. You can't.
Does the side chick become the practice squad player?
Oh, yeah.
That's what the side chick would be. That'd be the practice squad player.
Yeah, that's the backup quarterback. Everybody love the backup
Everybody love the
quarterback.
backup. You know what? That's a perfect analogy because in real life, just calm down. Your contract is secured. In real life, you always think you want the side chick because she does at the moment everything your main woman does not. You know what I'm saying? And then if you're dumb enough to make her your actual significant other, you realize, that's actually all you do. That's all you do. Those two things.
You can't throw a slant. All you can throw is a go route.
Everybody loves the backup QB until they play, and then you hate the backup QB
because you're like, wow, they stink.
Yeah, Mario Chalmers, Norris Cole. That's amazing.
My goodness. I guess I do like the idea of that.
It would never work. It would never work, though.
You don't think so? If both parties come,
I think the women would be okay with the 5-year contract. No man would sign up for it. No man's gonna try to lock. If men are gonna be trying to on LeBron, a 1 + 1. Men are gonna want 1 year deals.
I think it would actually work. I think it would actually help because you like, all right, no more will you be stuck in those loveless marriages forever just for the sake of it. Because if you're doing a contract negotiation, you're gonna come to it like, you know what, I really don't think this would be best.
Is it so with the contract? Am I allowed to add like stipulation, like incentives and bonuses? Like, if I go to enough of your friends' cookouts, is that like a bonus, like a workout bonus?
Yeah, I get a little something extra. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I take care of you now. The front end of the contract, you take care of me the back end. I can go for this for hours. That was amazing.
Yeah. So that's all I've been thinking about for me.
That's perfect. Nothing I've done tops that. Nothing I've done tops that. All I had was maybe a little bit of nepotism, potentially nepotism. But other than that, nothing's fun. Nothing's been better than that.
Okay. Well, let's just keep it a little bit sports related and move into the NFL.
Yes, the Washington.
Let's first talk about the Washington football team. One, they have not decided on a name yet, which I feel like it shouldn't take this long.
They haven't come up with the name because they're kind of focused on other things right now. They have other things to worry about.
They do now. Yes.
Somehow they figured out how to make a racial slur not the trending topic in the news.
For them, yeah.
For them, yes.
So yeah, Dan Snyder, he owns the football team, and apparently, his executives were assaulting women.
Sexually assaulting women. For what better part of it's not
better part of like a decade.
Yeah. Ranging from promising, I think, boosters or top level players, executives promising them cheerleaders, basically trying to pimp out the cheerleaders. It's a whole range of nasty things.
Which speaks to culture.
Yeah, Washington culture.
That's the culture of the organization, because this isn't just one person saying it. This isn't just a 1 year kind of. This is ongoing.
Yeah,
so.
This is ingrained in how they are. It's reminiscent of Donald Sterling with the Clippers.
Yeah.
And how that top to bottom was just a vile place to work at. All from what it seems like, it was a vile place to work at. Just like in Washington. And I don't believe in momentum, as you know. I don't really believe in karma, but that feels like karma, because they have not been anything since basically he bought that team.
No.
They have not done a single thing well since they bought that team.
They've been awful. He's one of the low level owners of sports franchises in America.
But the crazy part about that is, even though we look at him as a low level owner, and because the product he puts on the field is typically below average, he's actually one of the more financially stable franchises. Washington actually makes pretty good revenue in terms of all the NFL franchises.
I'm not honestly that surprised about that. They do have a large following they are an historic franchise in the NFL. So
for sure, I'm saying I understand. Because I would figure, based on all the stuff he's done, right?
Right.
I would have thought he would have been fired long ago, but then because the team sucks, they realized. Fired. Well, no, but I would have thought they would have came for him a lot sooner. But then I realized they didn't care because they were making so much money, and that just shows that, like we were right, when the money comes into play, that's when they decide to make some changes.
Well, I mean, it's the same thing with the Knicks owner too.
Yeah,
he fucking stinks at owning the team, but they make a lot of money,
and no one is threatening to pull things from them, like FedEx tried to pull them from the name of the field, and realized they had to change their ways.
And here's my thing: I feel like more people need to be pulling away from them with these allegations coming out, and I feel like I haven't heard that. And so it seems like he's going to keep that team.
So a lot of I think almost all of the minority owners who own a minority stake in the Washington team, they're trying like hell to sell their stake. So they're trying to get as far away from them as possible.
Right.
Well, now we know why, obvious reasons. Because at first I saw that, I was like, oh, they're just trying to get in front of this whole, the name issues. I'm like, oh, no. They're trying to get in front of this. Because the naming thing, that's one thing. That's bad. As bad as it is, that's one thing. They were trying to get away from this stink of sexual assault allegations.
Uh-huh.
And it does look like he might keep that. He might keep that team.
He's keeping it.
He's going to keep the team. Because
what's so foul about everything is that has kind of died down.
That's what they found a way to make racism no longer the front page headline.
No, I mean the allegations against the women. It seems that has died down. Like that's not. Well, I feel like the name thing was
bigger.
It was talked about and bigger than what this is, and it shouldn't be that way. Like,
but and unfortunately, man, that's the thing we know in this country. Women are not always treated, or they're not treated fairly in a lot of things, and issues revolving around women. Typically, I don't want to say people don't care about them, but it doesn't stick.
No, I mean, it seems like people don't care about them. I mean, we got Breonna Taylor's murders are still walking free.
Yes.
So
the cops killed Breonna Taylor. That's unfortunate. Women's issues typically go unnoticed, as bad as that is.
Like, what is it, Ella
Della
Dawn in the WNBA?
Yeah. So with that one, did the WNBA doctors misdiagnose her, or was it her own doctors?
I'm not sure.
So from the article, and listeners, if y'all can comment, let us know if I'm wrong. But from what I read, I think that she was diagnosed with, I believe it was Lyme disease.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess she went to the WNBA and I think asked to basically, I think she tried to get medical leave.
Right.
And they basically told her, no, if you can do it, but you ain't gonna get paid. So she, in order to keep getting paid, she had to play, but taking I think something ridiculous, 64 pills a day or some ridiculous number like that just to play. And I'm like, okay, HR side of me, everyone's entitled to FMLA, or medical leave.
Mm-hmm.
This should count. Now, I understand that in some companies, if you take FMLA, you don't get paid for it. That's up to each company.
Right.
How in the hell is the WNBA not willing to at least pay you for that, bro? That's ridiculous. It's not like she's a lower level player. She's one of the stars of the league. And you're not one to, you're trying to get her to play through Lyme disease?
In the WNBA, which surprisingly has been so trash against their players.
I remember I want to say it was last year that they had their big, I guess their version of the CBA players agreement, that one of the best thing they got was if they got pregnant, I think they kept their pay if they got pregnant. I'm like...
yeah, that should have been half that.
Y'all have had a leave for 20 years. And that just now happened?
Yeah.
Like they're just like some of them were used to flying on like coach like airplanes.
Yeah.
Why is a professional athlete sitting next to me in Southwest? That should not ever happen, bro. I don't care what you could be a professional athlete in Frisbee. If you play Frisbee professionally, your team should pay for your first class seat.
I honestly wonder if they need to just disband the league as a whole. Because a lot of the players still have to even pay overseas to make, a decent amount of money.
They should disband because they'd make more money playing year-round overseas. Or not even year-round, just playing in their overseas season.
Because the NBA is not doing enough to back them.
And I get that the revenue. So one of the issues I know WNBA players have is that they don't receive a large portion of the revenue sharing that NBA athletes do.
Right.
I don't think they should make it as much money as NBA athletes. I'm sorry.
They just want that percentage split.
Yes, that should be whatever percentage of revenue that the NBA players have access to, the WNBA players should have that same access. I do agree with that.
Yeah, and the WNBA players, that's what they want. They're not asking to be paid $200 million like a LeBron James. Yeah. They're not asking for that.
Some of them are. Some obviously are. The weirdos. They are.
Which WNBA players? Not
LeBron James, but they do typically like to go at like, insert 13th player on the male roster makes more than me, and they do take that a lot.
I can't imagine that actual WNBA players feel that way, knowing they can't beat a single player in the NBA.
If you're a star, like a true Candace Parker, right? Let's say you're Candace Parker.
She has to know she can't beat an NBA player.
It's not about beating, but you're better at your profession than insert trash dude on the Miami Heat bench.
Okay.
But unfortunately, trash dude on the Miami Heat bench does make more money probably than Candace Parker. That is a little weird. You can't lie. She's better at her job than he is.
Yeah. I mean, it's about the revenue split.
Yeah,
again.
so
that's what it's about.
And I'm not a finance person, so I don't know. I've seen someone push back on what the WNBA players. WNBA always says is that if they made equal revenue share that the NBA does to their players, the WNBA would fold because it doesn't have enough money to pay all the same proportion of money that the NBA pays.
Probably
and to
accurate.
Me, that is a failure of the league. It's a failure of the league, and unfortunately, it's a failure of us as watchers because we don't support it enough as we probably should.
Well, I mean, you're allowed to watch what you want to watch. I mean, if it's
true, but I mean, they are backed, but they're backed by the NBA.
Yeah, that's why I said it's on the NBA because they're not doing enough. There's no. I honestly thought when Maya Moore went to the league, there would be so much more press and marketing and advertising. And there wasn't because Maya Moore was, I don't want to say box office because, I mean, when she was in college, obviously she's not making money off of that. But she was bringing in a lot of viewers.
Conversation for another day.
She was bringing in a lot of viewers, and that's the thing. Like, I'll watch college women's basketball, but I don't know. It's something about the WNBA that
I'm not going to lie.
I just can't
I only watch college basketball if it's March Madness.
But yeah, I'm saying, but I'll watch it.
Right,
I won't watch the WNBA at all.
Yeah, I've watched more March Madness games than I have WNBA games.
I won't watch it at all.
But even with that, man, I know they don't make a lot of money from TV revenue, but they were on this year's 2K. That should have got them some money. So gaming money does matter, and so I'm not really trying to hear that. Oh, the league doesn't make enough money. No, y'all are making money,
right?
Like they are still jerseys people are buying. Like, don't tell me no one's buying a jersey. I want to say a first round pick in the WNBA, and I'm too lazy to Google, but I know at least a couple years ago it was like $60,000. And the only reason I know that is because I just got my first big boy job out of college, and I'm like, oh, you barely make more than me,
right?
And you are a professional athlete. You are better at your chosen career path than I am at mine. Why are you making barely more than me? And I think Bomani Jones, who's an ESPN podcaster, analyst basically, he was like, he got on a flight one day, walking on a plane, and he notices one of the the Los Angeles Sparks, unknown franchise, sitting in coach.
As he was walking to
first class. He's like, why are y'all behind me? Like, y'all just played a game. Why are y'all sitting excuse me, I'm just put my back.
Right.
That should not be happening. I'm not saying buy them all private just like the team had, like the NBA players have, but you can't get them a first class seat, bro?
They are, yeah. I mean, they got to find a way to get, they need saviors, I guess. They need a Bird and a Magic.
Yeah, they do.
Because that's what the NBA was before Bird and Magic.
Yeah.
You know,
how do you
tape delay?
We talked about Savory, and obviously I know you talk about the WNBA, but like, do you feel that in terms of women and as overarching that they need more help from us? When I mean us men, to help to show them support. In terms of like issues women go through, do you feel like they need more support from us?
Well, absolutely. I mean, they just need more support in general. I don't want to make it seem like they need men, but
no. And obviously, I know we're trying to tiptoe that line that. But I mean, like, for example,
they do need support though. I mean, they
need allies from the other side, basically. Because I'm
it's like that all the time.
Exactly.
I mean, even as black people, we need allies on the white side because they're the policymakers. So
that's the issue, because most men are policymakers when it comes to like the fact that men can technically vote and make laws about like abortion and women's bodies. Just in general, I ain't trying to get into that, but like just make laws about women is the wildest shit to me.
Yeah.
Like
they can sit in the room and be like,
like 12 dudes can sit there and decide, hey, what do we want to do about women today in America?
We don't think women should be allowed to do this shit.
Like what?
We ain't gonna ask no woman. We just
gonna do this shit. We ain't gonna no focus groups, nothing. We gonna just do
that shit. Yeah.
And I'm like, bro, that's because in the inverse, that would never fly. Men would be marching down Washington Avenue right now if 12 women got together and made a vote on something that's trivial, like men have to wear Axe body spray.
Yeah.
Like, no, we would revolt. Men would revolt if they did something like that.
Yeah.
It's honestly wild.
They do, and I mean, they got to find a way to market better. They do.
Well, I know they were trying to. I know that they were partnering with some of the NBA stars. I know Chris Paul goes to a lot of games, and LeBron, rest in peace, Kobe, he was taking his daughter to a lot of games, and they're trying to get that NBA players to help out, and being commercials and stuff like that. But I feel like they're trying to get better, but it still needs a lot of work.
Does some of that seem real to you, or does it seem fake to some?
The players who have daughters, yes.
That seems
yes. That
like
is
when Kobe was going,
yes. But just like if I see Luka, you just had a contractual obligation.
Yeah, bro.
You
like
had a marketing
I see
obligation.
some of that shit. I'm like,
like you showed up to take a picture, you probably left right after that.
I'm like, okay, bro. If you say so.
I don't know. A lot of that, just like I feel like a lot of that support black people are getting during Black Lives Matter, this recent period, that I feel like that's fake too.
Oh well, yeah, of course. All the companies like we gonna woo.
So unfortunately,
even the Washington football team doing that, they had I think hired a woman to be the lead broadcaster on their radio team, which is like which I'm like, so your company just had allegations against women.
So you thought, well, let's just
hire another one right here.
That'll clear all that up.
Nah, dog, that ain't it.
That ain't how it works, bro.
That's not it, bro. That's not how that goes.
Yeah. You want to stay football or want to go to basketball? Strong sports.
We go to basketball.
All right. So the NBA is they're doing scrimmage games, I think as of tomorrow, and then the league starts back next Wednesday, I believe, or Thursday. And the big deal is a lot of the players were given a preset message they could have chosen from to put on the back of their jerseys.
Yes.
And as we said, this can go bad because
we did predict that.
And it's
that was not a good idea.
Yeah, not that it's going bad, but some of the players, most notably, I believe it's Jimmy Butler, LeBron. I think LeBron said he's going to go with James because the message he wanted to have was not available. Yeah. Jimmy Butler wanted to just have no name, just a blank space, because he says that without the NBA, he would be just another black person like everybody else, which I respected. And NBA came back and said no. And I've listened to a couple of podcasts, and the reason for that is, I don't want to say the reason, but I think it's coincidental that the NBA, that whatever jersey name people are picking, they're trying to now then market and sell those jerseys.
Of course.
So they don't.
It's all about the money.
So they don't want to have.
It's always about.
They don't want to have blank. Just blank.
Because they can't sell that shit. They're not making no money off of your message, bro. And that's not what they're here for.
And that is why I knew this was a bad idea, and that's why I was saying back then, a couple of episodes ago, all these companies doing their Blackout Tuesday. I'm like, that shit's all just for show. It's pandering, and I'm not here for it.
So before I really dive into that, let me give the NBA credit for this though. the bubble seems to be kind of working thus far since they retested every player there.
Yeah, no one has it.
No cases.
No cases of COVID, surprisingly.
And 346 people, players there, and
no COVID.
No COVID. So that part, kudos to them.
Yeah.
Because we all thought this would be just a screaming disaster.
They I mean, as much flack as I'll give them for the social media aspect, social justice aspect of it, they've gotten it down. The sports part of it, correct?
Yes.
The Major League Soccer has been having some issues. I saw our notification. I think I was with you last week, and the Toronto Blue Jays can't play in Toronto next baseball season because of COVID issues. NFL just had like 95 players test positive for COVID. They're not even gonna have a preseason this year, so they don't know what they're doing.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure what not having a preseason is supposed to do with COVID.
They still, they're not testing it. Just dumb. So, yes, I will give the NBA kudos for that. They've somehow, the bubble's working.
Yeah.
So,
but
congrats on that.
The whole, we'll paint Black Lives Matter on the court. We'll give you guys preset options. That was always a terrible idea. Yeah, they should have just, I don't even know, man. I don't know what they could have done. I guess they could have just allowed the players protest in their own way, I guess, before the game. Because they do technically have an anthem policy, and they toed the line on what they would want to do with that.
I think some of the players are listening to somebody, and they said Russ Westbrook is
he partnered with
some company, and he's supposed to be wearing like shooting shirts, like the warm-ups of players people have been killed by police. I think that's what it is. So the NBA is allowing some flexibility, but I guess they realize because we're not selling those shirts anyway, so they can do whatever they want before the game. But I guess they know.
So they should have left it at that, and they should have just came out at the beginning with some message like, "Hey, we can't put anything else on the back of jerseys because we got this contract with."
Yeah, but y'all can wear whatever y'all want before because they've done that before.
Yeah.
Kobe wore the "I Can't Breathe" shirt.
A lot of players did that specific shirt. So that's what they should.
They could have did that, and
should have left it at that.
And they would have got all the claps of applause, rounds of applause. But now you look like
you look goofy out there.
You look goofy because you look like you just care about the money.
You only care about the money, which is obvious.
I get it. Like, hey, as a business person, I get from a business perspective, the NBA needs to make money. Jerseys are a large form of revenue. You want to sell them, especially with technically this is playoffs, so you can have the championship champion edition, whatever. I get it, but I feel like us as consumers, man, you just be honest with us. Don't piss on us and tell us it's raining. Just
That's
be honest.
The thing, like
I'd rather you tell me, oh yeah, you just want to make money. I can get behind that. I can truly, all right,
because I know that's truth.
Yeah, just tell me the truth.
Yeah,
don't lie to me, bro. Because still gonna watch.
That's the thing. Yeah, I'm still gonna go out there and watch because it's same with the NFL. Like, because the NFL, they don't try to hide their racism very much.
I gave the NFL they don't.
They don't try to hide it at all. Almost
as bad as it is. They don't care. They don't care. They had a team called a racial slur for 100 years, bro. Almost 100 years.
Yeah.
And some of them were just, oh, no, it's okay. Because they won a couple of Super Bowls. Yeah. All right. Let's see. Anything else for me?
No, go ahead, man. It's going to take our drink break.
All right, man. So, listeners, we will be right back. I'm going to get us some little beverage. I'll let y'all later.
What's good, y'all? It's Mike on the mic here. Me and my co-host have joined the Anchor team. If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. And let me explain. First of all, it's free. When I say free, I mean free. They have creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. They will also distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple, and many other platforms. You can also make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. That means if just your girlfriend and your side chick listen, you can still make money. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. So we obviously got to get back into this whole entanglement situation again, which we thought we were done with. We thought that was over and done. Wouldn't have to talk about it anymore. But
I'm sure Will and Jada thought they were doing it too.
I'm pretty sure they thought they put it to bed. Is that
a
good shot? Okay.
Came off the screen. I like the shot.
Wow. I'm pretty sure by now, if you haven't heard, you at least know that August Alsina has come out with his new single.
And
Entanglement.
Just wanted to say that on a couple episodes I said this was...
You were right.
He was doing this not for healing or mental health.
Yes.
He was doing it for a rollout of music, and looks like I was correct.
Correct. And, in the last couple episodes, we've been giving y'all right predictions. I hope y'all been keeping track with that. That's what we do here. That's what we do here. We give y'all the facts, honestly.
But yet again, I think maybe, just maybe, he made it because he was upset at that interview that he had, that Jada and Will had. Because it wasn't...
He really definitely did it because he was upset.
I'm sorry. Does just because you're upset mean you no longer have a phone to call somebody or
and just be like, hey man, I ain't appreciate what y'all did.
I mean, but your job is to make music, so artists make music. So why not put it on a?
Here's what I will also say: it makes it really hard to feel sorry for him if people feel like he was being taken advantage of.
Right. I agree. I don't really care for the dude because I feel like he's definitely disrespecting Jada and Will.
He's disrespecting the shit out of Will.
They're trying to put it to bed, like, hey, it was what it was, and he's still talking about this. Like, let it go.
So we're not going to give you a full lyric breakdown because we're not that type of podcast. We do have a small snippet, an emphasis on small because we obviously can't play the song, copyright, and try to get shut down by Will. We are going to talk about some of the more disrespectful ones, but this is the first, literally intro / verse 1. This is how August is starting the song off, so you know how he coming for the rest of the song. So he said, "You left your man to fuck with me. Don't you know that's cold-hearted?" And that's literally in verse 1 of August. So that set the tone of how he's coming for the entire song.
Okay, and before we get into everything else, I have one question.
All right.
Why the fuck is Rick Ross there?
Rick Ross has made songs with Dwayne Wade. He's made songs
with Dwayne Wade.
Yeah, it was Wade. He had a song called 3-Time Champion.
Okay,
it's horrible. I'm glad D Wade found the basketball because rapping was not his future.
I did not know that. Okay, but
so basically, Rick Ross is not turning down a check. Basically.
But bro, like, do you have something against the Smiths? Because even Rick Ross was saying some disrespectful shit.
But my thing
you didn't have to throw out there how Jada's favorite artist is Tupac. That's unnecessary.
He didn't say Jada. He said, jaded by her beauty. Still, I gotta get around. Favorite artist was Tupac.
Like, come on.
We know.
What are we doing here?
Maybe Will Smith was trying to block him from some stuff. You never know. Because Will Smith does have the key.
But if so, I want to know what. Like,
there's definitely a backstory. Because like, if I'm thinking, okay, I want to make a R&B singing rappy diss track, I don't think I'd call Rick
Ross, bro. And if I'm Rick Ross, why am I disrespecting the Fresh Prince?
Yeah.
No, people in the black community don't just do that for no reason. Yeah, they don't just disrespect Will, bro. That's not what they here for.
He's not disliked. So there may be some prior beef between Will and Rick that I just never.
Like, did Rick think he could be in a cameo or something? And Will was like, "You can't fucking act." Like,
to be fair, Will Smith did have DJ Khaled in the movie Bad Boys 3, set in Miami. Rick Ross is from Miami. He might feel, why wasn't I getting that spotlight? Hey, bro, Will thought maybe you can't act. Now he getting bars on the song.
Maybe they was like in the club in Miami. Will, welcome to Miami. You know what I'm saying?
We'll act like that's his city.
Yeah, so Rick Ross probably went in the club thinking he was going to get his usual spot, and they was like, nah Will got this.
We got another good spot for you, but like, your spot, like.
Yeah, all the VIP shit gone, though. You can be right here.
Better with the regular. So, so digging deep into it, there are a lot of disrespectful bars, honestly. I won't say favorite, or the one I thought was disrespectful the most is, I guess technically verse 3 where he says, that ain't my girl, but I got the key to the crib and your car.
Yes.
Disrespect.
You cannot.
Complete disrespect.
Like, all right, bro, if you're going to be messing with my wife's significant other,
that's one thing.
That's one thing.
That's one thing.
Don't be driving around don't be using my stuff.
Yeah.
Like don't wear my robe.
Don't be using my shit.
I mean,
My shoes.
Don't be using my shit.
car.
Don't be using my shit.
And Jada out of pocket for that.
Jada is mad out of pocket.
So out of pocket.
Like he's disrespectful putting it on the track, but Will has to look at Jada and be like, really? Like I didn't know this part.
Yeah, I didn't. Like you was fucking fine. Like
Yeah,
you was letting me do
I
my
knew that.
stuff.
But y'all think that he doesn't know? He called him Og. Like he was like best friends with the dude. Like
No, I mean it's one thing to know. Like yes, he definitely
you
knew.
let him.
You knew, dude.
You let him fuck your wife.
He didn't
And you
let-
let
he
him
didn't let-
stay
he
at your
didn't
house.
let
I'm pretty
him.
confident.
You
saying
let
Will
him be
did not
friends.
let
You let him be
fuck.
friends with your kids. Take pictures like all buddy buddy.
All of that
You
was
don't
done.
care?
All of that was done prior to him knowing that
You
he was
think-
wearing his robes and taking his car out.
You think so? I mean, they were trying to save him as he put it on the on that red table.
Here's the thing. So Jaden, right?
Jaden.
Jaden is a rapper. So he does hang out in similar circles with August. So he may legit have met August as a friend of the family. Hey, Jaden comes on. It's my homeboy August. And
Yeah.
Will's like, oh, dog, you going through some mental help? And legit, it probably did start off as, I want to help you because, you know, you're my son's friend. My mom knows Nigel and Matthew. It's
You're
like
a young black
yeah.
man
like,
in the industry.
It happens. And then at some point, maybe Will and Jada, obviously they separated at some point.
As
And
he said right here, he got you back.
yeah, you fucked me to get back at your man.
So, I mean, he messed up already.
So
So,
they separated, and Jada fucked the closest heartbeat she could find, which was August in the house. Okay, we'll live with that. He's dealt with that.
Fine.
Went on the show, got back together. Jada said, "Bad marriage for life." Cool. It's one to do all that, but don't be
Don't giving a nigga the keys to my Lambo.
car, bro.
Don't do that shit.
Like,
I work hard for that.
but I
Here's the
mean,
cool-
but Will's got like 17
No,
cars.
it doesn't
So-
matter. Those are my 17
Here's the thing.
cars.
I'll bring them down to our level, right? Because we're not obviously millionaires. We don't have Lambos. If for some reason me and you separated, we broke up, got a divorce, whatever you want to call it, and I just happened to leave some shoes lying around the house. I ain't moving all my stuff yet. If I come home or I see dude on the timeline with my Jordan cap and gowns that they only made a certain thousand of that I know he don't own, that I know are mine, I'm gonna be pissed. Cause why you letting dude wear my shoes? And you're right, I have a bunch of shoes, so I shouldn't quote unquote care that he's wearing my shoes.
But that's
Don't
my shit.
let dude wear my shoes.
That's my shit. That's mine.
I don't
But-
care if I don't like the shoes. I left them there for a reason.
They're
But
they're mine.
But
I
he
don't
let
care.
August fuck his wife,
That's
which is way
as
more.
I said,
but she's a
there's-
human. He doesn't own Jada.
Yes, I don't.
I
Jada-
own them cars.
I own.
Actually, you're right. You're right.
I own
You know
them
what?
cars.
I'll give you that.
Like
I'll give you
Jada
that.
said, no one can deter her who's gonna do with her body other
Yeah.
than her. She let that nigga fuck. I ain't let you wear my
Yeah,
shoes.
yeah, exactly.
That's so just don't wear my stuff, bro.
Like you gave this nigga the keys to the whip. To the whip? No.
In fact, the fact that Will is so rich is only because he probably had keys that are still there. Because he can't move 20 Lambos out at
Right,
one time.
exactly.
You only take a couple.
So, what do y'all think is the appropriate response from Will? Because Will has to respond to this, unless he's just going to be silent and
Will
let the
has
disrespect happen.
to slap the shit out of him with his Grammy. That's how I think.
My
he should.
initial one, when we literally, mind you, this is like breaking news for us. So anybody listening, y'all hear this on Tuesday, but this is literally Sunday. We're recording this ahead of time. My legit first response was, I want Will to post a screen grab of his income, just off like residual money from Big Willie style.
Big Willie style.
Men in Black
the
theme
Fresh
song.
Prince. You know what I'm saying?
Like totally legit. How
Parents
much money
just
you
don't
made
understand.
just from rapping alone. Like, though I made more money in '98 than you made your life. That 1 year I made more money. I'm still spending money from '98. That's what
I mean,
I
that
think
is the
responsible.
ultimate
That's what's
disrespect.
like,
I mean,
nigga,
that's
I can literally buy you, nigga. I can buy you.
Or he could get on the track and talk about how he crying like a little bitch.
Will Smith,
Low key, he could
rapped,
rap
what,
it back.
2-3 years ago, he came out that freestyle.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Will still got it.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know if Will Smith wants. I don't know if Will Smith still got like to go back and forth with somebody like Jordan. Jordan played in a pickup game right now. He could probably still
The
score
one
20.
game. Yeah, that one game. He got
can't
that
play the
first
whole-
game.
He can't play the whole season. So I don't know if Will wants to go to War of Words with August, but
I mean, but he can always block him. I mean, he owns Hollywood and,
That's
and
nothing.
the music industry. He's got connections.
August is done in that town.
Which also, again, what is Rick Ross doing? Bro, like
I think Rick Ross is
you
some
step
petty
into the
stuff.
Smiths, bro. Like
Rick Ross is probably thinks I'm big, but he can't get me up out of here. I'm Rick Ross. I'm Maybach money.
Oh, he's about to learn there are levels to this shit.
Maybach Music Group. Yeah,
Nigga.
Rick Ross, you ain't never been.
Bro, you're not even bigger than him in the city you're from, bro.
Chill out.
He's not bigger than Will in Miami, bro.
Chill out.
He's not bigger than Will in Miami, bro. Come on now. Welcome to Miami.
Stop it. Y'all chill out. Right. That's a bigger picture down in Miami, dog. We fuck with Rick.
Okay.
Fuck with free rate. Free rate. But yeah, I don't know what he has to say something. I'm sure we all have our jokes in there. Diss track, money pose, get him up out of the states. In reality, there'll probably be some curated PR. We're gonna step above this. When they go low, we go high.
Have people responded on Twitter or on social media? Because I'm pretty sure people are thinking the same thing we are. To a certain extent.
When I saw the song cover, it's like a silk pillow. I saw it a lot on my timeline last couple of days. I didn't know what it meant because I've been busy the last 2 days. So people are talking about it.
People are talking about it. I've seen the jokes. I haven't seen anybody talking about how Will should respond. I think also he needs to respond with a divorce lawyer.
I mean, he said that bad marriage for life, so I don't think he's getting divorced.
That was before he knew she was letting me get the keys to the will.
My car.
Like that shit different. That shit hit way different. Unless he somehow knew already and they got over that part already. I guess.
As they say, it's been years. If it has been years, we'll probably have sold that car to some dude in Timbuktu and got a whole new fleet of cars probably.
Could he respond by like asking, all right, which car was it, and then post a video of him just destroying the car just to show how little it means to him?
Lower the keys. That would be.
Like this car don't mean shit to me, bro.
Okay, let me look at it.
I literally have a fleet of them, my nigga.
That shit don't mean nothing, bro.
Is it possible that he can't, but is there any like maybe love interest that August tried to get at that hey, like I had your bitch in my inbox too, nigga, asking for a handout. Is it possible?
I mean, his first greatest love is Jada, so there's no. I don't think.
You can't. Can you use your wife in reference to your bitch? Can you still say that? Like
yes.
Hey, your bitch is with me, but it's your wife. Can you put your bitch and your wife together?
Here's the thing. August said that he could die right now and feel happy that he got to be with Jada. Will could just be like, I've had better, my guy, but I guess.
Have better to have your better. Is Will allowed to use the whole how my sloppy seconds feel? I mean, technically. It is sloppy seconds.
I mean, but that's his wife.
Yeah, now
you can't use sloppy seconds.
About that.
No, and that's Jada.
Okay, the whole that's Jada thing is done.
Yeah, that shit dead.
Like they said,
that shit dead.
Like said, Hollywood passing her around like hee.
I mean, as they said, they were separated. And you know what you do when you're separated? I mean, Will probably didn't kick her out of the house. Didn't tell her don't let nobody drive.
Will probably left. No, you cannot say wouldn't. Because no man thinks he has to verbally say, don't let a dude drive my car.
Well, you're right. But, I mean, he said...
I think Jada probably got her own spot, but maybe Will was probably still footing the bill. Maybe.
But think about it. Will said, when in the red table...
Checking account, probably.
On the red table, like last year, they talked about this situation. And they said that Will's like, I bought you a house, I bought you cars, I bought you blah, 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 and you still weren't happy. So I'm guessing if it's bought and it's mine... I can let anybody drive my own things because they're given to me. Once you give them to me, they're mine. So if I want to let some dude drive it, I'm going to let him drive it.
Well, so if August puts that on the song, though, I'm guessing the conversation went, oh, whose car is this? And Jada went, oh, Will bought this for me.
No, she probably said it's mine. She probably said it's my car.
That Will bought for me.
She
wouldn't add that Will bought for me. She probably say it's my car. Think about any sugar girl who has a sugar daddy. Do they say, oh,
No, they do say that my sugar daddy bought for me.
Oh, then but
I don't know if Jada would do that because Jada technically does have her own money.
But
Will buys her shit, obviously.
Yeah, but I mean, she's not going to spend her own money. She's not dumb.
Exactly.
So Will bought it for her.
Will's money.
So it's Will's car.
His name on the lease.
My shit.
Not lease. That's his name on the title. At the end of the day, that is Will's name on the title, which means
that's his shit.
August was driving Will's car. AKA that's disrespect. AKA you got
to
come see me, bro. Like That's the thing I don't get. August, you're not a tough guy. You're an R&B singing type dude.
Right, and you're
and
also
Will's not
really,
a tough guy either, but the people Will can hire the tough guys. You can't.
But even at that, Will is like so much bigger than August. August is like the skinny little dude.
Will ain't fighting.
So,
He's like 50. He ain't fighting nobody no more. If
he wanted to, he could.
Oh no, I'm not taking a 50-year-old Will Smith. He's an actor. He's not really fighting.
And I don't think Will finna.
I mean, I don't think Will's gonna fight him either. But
my whole thing is just Jada is like you've been an embarrassment to the Smith name right now.
Yeah, she's embarrassing Will.
Like you're embarrassing our estate.
Yeah, more than Jaden being weird, Willow cutting her hair. No, you are the embarrassment to the family right now. That this you cannot. Will can do. Let's say if Will did cheat, whoever. And the one thing we also have celebrities, women who are married and just these rich, famous athletes, entertainers. The one thing we always say is, "Don't embarrass me."
Yeah,
that's why Melo got in trouble with Lala. It happens all the time. You can do what you do, but don't embarrass me. Jada is embarrassing Will. Will could have cheated, but if he did, he was quiet about it.
Quiet.
The woman signed an NDA, or no matter what, we never found out. Maybe he paid the girl not to say anything. I don't know.
We speculate, though.
We speculate. We don't know for sure.
Well, that's all we can do is speculate. We don't have to speculate here.
That does not embarrass Jada. This is embarrassing to Will, and for that.
But do you think Will himself is embarrassed, or you think he's
like
consoling his wife, who's more embarrassed?
If he wasn't embarrassed, I don't think he comes on the show.
Stuff is out there.
I don't think he comes on the show because we've heard these rumors before. We've heard the August rumors before. Will didn't come on to say anything about it back then. He only came out when it became so big. He had to speak on it
because Will's ego, as he said on the red table, is very important to him. Like
exactly, so that means that he's embarrassed.
If my ego was big as maybe on the red table,
what would be more important? Your wife's embarrassments, maybe mental stability.
You're not allowed to pull. Not you, except like she can't pull the old my embarrassment is more important than your embarrassment.
No, not saying that it should, but I'm saying with a husband to a wife of 20 years plus. Not be like, let me console my wife who's probably crying because she's embarrassed that this dude is putting stuff about her out there.
You can be sad. You can care for your wife and want her to not be sad, not be crying, but
still be embarrassed.
You're still allowed to have your own feelings.
Well, true. He still has his own feelings, but I'm like,
and those feelings are probably anger and embarrassment.
True.
My wife is
the whole house is embarrassed. I mean, if that was my mom and her information was out there, I would be so embarrassed.
You embarrassing the kids.
We talk about Will can't fight. Is Jaden allowed to pull up on dude?
I'm surprised that Jaden hasn't spoken about this. I mean, like, what's up? Why were you fucking my mom?
Or maybe,
I thought we were friends.
Maybe he was okay with. I don't say you're okay with him fucking his mom, which I know okay with that, but like your mama grown.
Man would be.
Your mama grown.
Yeah, your mom grown.
Mama gotta have a life.
I'd be mad at my mom. Like, that's my boy. Like, yes, why would you do that?
Yeah, but at the same time, once quote unquote my boy puts my mom and my family in a diss track. You gotta
now.
I gotta go see you. Where are you at?
Like where is Jaden?
What are we? What's the game plan here, Dad? What are we doing?
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing about this? Because obviously, Mom just wants our name to be dragged through the mud.
I'm not gonna lie.
Clearly doesn't care.
This was crazy. If they got divorced right now, I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty sure we're confident saying America's on Team Will right now.
Well, yes.
Absolutely.
But until something comes about Will, and
this
Will
is Jada's bet.
I don't think nothing.
Yes. If anything comes if Will's alleged
from what? How long? From the past or current?
From the past and current.
I don't think the past matters.
Yes, it does.
No.
Yes, it does.
I disagree. Maybe women might be like, oh, how
women would be like upset, be like, yeah, you know what, Jada, you did what you had to do.
Because women are that's so double. That's so stupid.
Did what she had to do.
If my husband cheats on me
10 years ago, let's say we were cheated in 2010.
Yeah.
And Jada fucked August in
2012.
No, they said 4 years ago.
Yeah, but you don't know how long ago she was cheating, or you don't know
4 years ago.
No, you don't know how consistent he was cheating, how many women he was cheating with. You don't know any of this information.
But none of it embarrassed Jada, though.
Yeah, because
it is an embarrassment.
How? No one found out.
If you get cheated on, it's an embarrassment. No matter if nobody finds out or if the whole world finds out, it's an embarrassment.
Yes, it's an embarrassment to you because you're like, okay, I love this person, I put my trust, but it's not embarrassing. You're not being embarrassed by the world, like the world doesn't know.
They're celebrities.
The world knows.
They're living their life based off literally their money comes from how the world views them.
True, but what I'm saying, if the world found out that Will for sure cheated on his wife, and she was cheating on her constantly, I'm not gonna say that 100% that everybody's gonna be like still on Will's side. People would be like, well, you know what?
Women always say women's side. I'm not gonna say 100%, but I feel like
I think women would be on Jada's side, and men would be on Will's side.
Yeah. Pretty much, sure.
That's invalid. Like, okay, so you cheated. No one found out until 10 years later. No songs were made.
No songs were made. You know what I'm saying?
Jada cheated back in response.
Nobody was driving your cars.
That happened. But then the dude, that's what I said in the last podcast. If you're going to cheat, why cheat with August Alsina? This bum ass dude, like,
but as Wada said, she likes broken people to fix.
They got broken doctors, broken innocents that don't have a rap career or R&B career.
I'm broken. Shit.
I mean,
damn. I promise you I wouldn't have put it on the pod, yo. Like, come on, yo. Please. I would not have put it on the pod, I promise. Like, no, I wouldn't have. I ain't fucking up my bag, nigga.
I mean, I wouldn't either.
Think I'm finna talk out about the Fresh Prince? No, sir. Not me. That's what Rick Ross should have been saying. Goddamn.
Is it fair that maybe he called a bunch of rappers and they all said, going against who? Oh, no, I'm good. and Rick was the only person who picked up.
I guess. Maybe he don't like the Fresh Prince. Maybe he ain't like that show. Maybe he felt like that show was ass. So he was like,
yeah, I don't like dude
fuck
no
it,
way.
I get on it.
Yeah, I don't like dude no way.
I get on the track.
There's no way he can get like no one. You're not getting Drake. You're not getting J. Cole for this song.
Bro.
Not for this song. Like, they're not getting in this bullshit.
No.
Rick Ross does like Rick Ross was the same dude who came on a song talk about I told Meek Mill not to trust Nicki. Like, he's messy.
Maybe he likes the drama.
He likes drama. Rick Ross believes drama sells. So
I mean, drama does sell.
Two people with female tendencies on the same song.
yeah.
Those the keys, though. Yeah.
And also seeing you look like a bitter ex-girlfriend, dog, or bitter ex-side piece, or whatever you want to call it. You look like a jolted lover. Episode title. Yeah, like you look really, really fucking weak, bro. Like, you look really fucking weak in this. Like, as bad as Jada looks, you actually look worse.
Yeah.
I don't think he realized that. I get he's trying to get his get back, and
he trying to make it seem like he being hard. Like, oh yeah, I was no, bro. Like, it's over. You lost her. Like, she didn't leave Will for you, bro. Like, stop. Cut it out.
You look goofy.
Cut it out, bro. Just take your L and leave.
If he'd have dropped if he'd ended with just the one interview with Angela Yee, he was on a high.
Yeah.
Everybody was on his side. Oh, she took advantage of you. Your mental health, da-da-da-da.
Mm-hmm.
He'd been good. He's been good. But now?
This shit right here is just, it's kind of pathetic.
Yeah, and I'm not being, because like, I'm not, I mean, I can't be sexist as a man. I'm making fun of, so it's not like I care about man or woman, but like, anybody who's doing this.
Anybody who does this, a woman or a man, especially if you put the name or if you do any of this, it's like, it's so petty, unnecessary. Like, what?
Especially when you knew, bro. Like this, you knew.
This is the equivalent of like coming to like, oh, I'm gonna come speak to you woman to woman or man to man. Like, bro, what are you doing?
You knew. Like, you knew.
He should have known Jada would never, ever leave Will. Like, there's just no way.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you got regular dudes who ain't leaving their wives. I'm talking dudes who like delivery man, like who don't leave their wives for the side piece.
They built an empire, bro.
You think Jada leaving Will, dog?
Yeah, she's not leaving her 90 for her 10, ever.
She's not even 10.
He's 1.
He's strictly sex. So whatever percentage you want to classify as sex, that's all he is.
That's it. Like, bro.
That's all he is.
You had to know that, dog. So it just is.
I mean, I will say, to be fair though, even when women get involved in the situation and we think, why are you surprised that they don't know it either. I mean, they think they know it, and then they get caught up too. It's not. I'm not gonna blame him for getting caught up. I'll blame him for everything that happened afterwards.
I blame him for thinking that he had a chance to like.
I don't think because he's like, I'm not broke. Obviously, he knows he ain't Will.
Yeah, I hope he know he ain't Will.
I would assume
you broke compared to Will.
You would assume, but he's probably thinking, man, I know she ain't getting no dick like this from Will. He older. I'm young. Got to be spry.
Sure.
You know, I'm giving her.
I mean,
he thinks he's funny, whatever. You know, I can see how he can lie to himself and think, you know what? Yeah, she wants me. I'm the one. But at the same time, it obviously ends, and he's like, damn. I'm okay with him being hurt. I have no issue with that. He can get hurt. What I have the issue with is talk about it on an Angela interview, airing out dirty laundry, and then the damn song.
Yeah.
Right. You didn't have to go all the way to this step. Like, I mean, understand you can't tell people how to react or how to feel, but this is like uncalled for. Like, this is just another level that's not necessary.
It's all about publicity. Get his name back out there, as you already said.
Yeah, he's like, oh, well, damn, I am hurt, but I do got to get this album rolled out. And
who best to help get all this publicity than the Smiths? So.
And to be fair, as much as I don't like it, it's working.
It is working.
It's
got
working.
everybody talking about it.
August Alsina has gotten 2 spins out of me that he's never gotten.
It is working.
He's gotten 2 more streams out of me that he has in his entire career.
It is working, bro. You know what?
He's only trending after.
I just wish I played in that league you played in that he was in.
I know.
I give him a good hard foul.
Yeah, I would love to see how
for
that
my man
would be.
Will, bro. Give him a good hard foul, dog.
Oh Lord!
And it's a shame I can reach him that easily.
That's what I said. I was on the podcast.
Yeah.
Why are you cheating with dudes I can play at pickup at Bro, we hooped at Greens Point, dog.
And in Greens Point is like the worst place to be.
Yeah, sorry, anybody who's not from Houston, Greens Point is like a legit trash hood area of Houston, Texas. Not really Houston, but whatever. It's a local hood area. And playing the basketball league, and he's in the league. He wasn't in the league. He may have just played that one game. But why are you fucking dudes who regular people can bump elbows with, Jada?
And as I say, you can't be. That's why I can't do the open thing. You fucking somebody in the industry and shit. Now your chick on the song, yo. She's on the song.
Yep. Who would ever thought Jada would be on a song in
In
a derogatory manner?
If you believe the whole Tupac thing, then it would happen eventually. Rest in peace, Tupac. But apparently, it would happen eventually. I mean, and it's not
Christ,
it's
man.
not this is not the first time we've heard artists use women's name, and half of Drake's catalog is name dropping strippers from Houston. It's just the fact that it's like we never would have thought it'd have been the Smiths.
Yeah.
No.
They're basically what I don't want to say black royalty, but like
I mean, yeah.
We're out there.
they're basically black royalty, and like they're the family goals,
Yeah.
right? Like we feel they're a power couple. They're free from all this craziness, and no,
Apparently not.
they were until Og
Oh, God, they call him.
came in their life.
Fucking wild, man.
All right, anything else? Probably that's our regular scheduled program. Anything else?
No, we're good.
Well, thank you for coming on the show, producer. We got to get you a stage name.
A stage name?
Yeah, we got Mike. You got Mike on the mic. You got Trailer Ends. You got to get you a stage name.
I don't know about that.
What's your Wu-Tang name? Master Prophet. that's your name every coming episode. Master Prophet.
Oh, the Master Prophet?
Yeah, you produce off mic, but you Master Prophet on. All right, man. Before we get out of here, I just want the listeners to know that you don't like tea, correct? Like sweet tea, iced tea. You don't like tea.
Nah, not really. No.
You are.
I will drink like a brisk if I have to. Like
So let me straight. You're from Houston, correct?
yes,
Born and raised.
Born and
Houston,
raised.
Texas.
Houston's own.
Houston's own. The
Fuck
South.
what you say.
And
It
you
is
don't like.
located in the South. Yes.
And you don't like tea.
No, I don't.
Not even sweet tea.
Like to say I don't like bro, I just won't ever ask for that shit. I won't drink it. Like if somebody be like, yeah, you got a choice between sweet tea, water, and lemonade, sweet tea would be last. I drink the water, then the lemonade, then the sweet tea.
I've never seen you drink. I've only seen you drink water at basketball games. And even
That's not fair, bro. That's not.
When do you
fair.
drink water outside of basketball?
All the time?
Yes.
All the time. You don't have water bottles here.
I have a water machine.
You do have a water machine, but the only time I really drink something is if I go to when we go to Popeyes or something. I'm gonna order a lemonade with my meal. I'm not gonna order water at fast food. That's weird.
Okay, so places that are like known for their sweet tea. McDonald's, no sweet tea.
No.
Chick-fil-A, no sweet tea.
Oh, lemonade me every time at Chick-fil-A.
Raising Cane's.
Lemonade me every time.
You was in Tanner for, as you say, 4 years.
I was there for 4 years. Yes.
Bill Miller's barbecue.
I tried not to go there, but I can't remember what I got there from there.
Family cookouts, reunions, no sweet tea.
Water me.
That's disrespectful.
Is it though?
Yes.
Is it?
That's very disrespectful, dog.
I mean, tea is tea, bro. Like it's all right. Like I say, I'll drink the shit. It ain't,
Drink.
I drink the shit. It ain't fucking, I could drink it. I don't hate it. I just don't prefer it. That's all.
I feel like he said something else blasphemous. You lucky I can't remember.
I don't really say blasphemous things.
You said a lot of blasphemous things last week.
I just don't prefer it. That's all. You think that's a bad thing?
Yes.
I've never seen you drink tea, by the way.
I drink Arnold Palmer's all the time. No, I mean keto diet, so I know I don't drink sugar that much no more. But We was
Tea
playing.
is just not some shit that I
We
see.
was playing
people
Trivial
drink.
Pursuit when I told you I used to just mix teas up at work because I was trying to get away from the desk.
Oh yeah.
So I literally know a lot.
Teas from the
The Keurig machines.
Yeah,
So I drink tea a lot actually.
wouldn't call that sweet tea, iced tea.
I said I drink tea. I don't make sweet tea because I'm on a keto diet. I can't have sugar. But if I'm at like my mom's house and she has some sweet tea, yeah.
It's just some shit I don't hardly ever see a lot of people drink at all.
No, I mean to be fair, you only see it at like if you go to McDonald's or a Popeyes, and then or at a reunion. Those are the most complex for sweet tea.
Yeah,
People drink iced tea though. That is kind of common, especially in the summer. Shit, I had peach tea with liquor the other day. Pretty good.
look at you, dog.
I drink tea. All right, anything else?
I'm not a tea nigga.
Anything else before you
You
close?
got your tea and your.
Stop it, don't. See, I see you staring out at my ceiling. Do not throw that slant. See you staring it down.
All right. As y'all can tell, yes, we do definitely have a new name. Again, you are listening to the Wash Chronicles. Same time, same name.
Oh, yeah, same time, same name. Don't forget, we now have a Twitter and Instagram page.
Yes.
The Wash Chron on both Twitter and Instagram. We also have a YouTube, The Wash Chronicles. We are posting, for now, at least just audiograms of the episodes. So if you don't have Apple, Anchor, Spotify, Google, Bullhorn, but if you have none of those, you can always check us out on YouTube.
Check us out on YouTube.
We ain't posted everything yet, but we're gonna try to post every YouTube video by at least Thursday, Friday. Don't hold us to that just yet, but you know for sure though, Tuesday nights, you're here to watch crime.
As always, appreciate the love. Like, share, comment, and again, subscribe. One more time, appreciate the love.
All right.